tutorial on how to make a 2x2 standard Lego block. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Create and then Document. And we're going to call this first your name. I'm going to call mine Adam S. And then we're going to put 2x2 Lego block and click on Create. Okay, now Lego is made in Denmark, which uses the metric system. This is going to be a proper Lego regulation. So we need to change our units for this to millimeters. So to do so, we're going to click on the 3-line tool and go down to workspace units and change it from inch to millimeter. And then click the block there. So this is going to involve some new skills here, so pay attention and rewind as needed. So we're going to hide the front and the right planes here, and we're going to be drawing on the top plane. So you're going to want to right click on the top plane and then choose View Normal To. So that will get you looking face down at that. So since we're going to sketch on the top plane, let's go up here and click on Sketch and choose the top plane, either by clicking on it here or in the menu. I'm going to click on it here, and that will resolve the red sketch menu. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is make a center point rectangle around the origin. So we want to go to the Sketch tools here, choose the little caret and choose center point rectangle. And we're going to pull that out from the origin, click from the origin, and then pull that out to some random size and let go. So we know that a standard 2x2 Lego block is 16 millimeters by 16 millimeters. So we want to use the dimension tool, click on that, and click the top and the bottom, and then pull that number off to the side. Try to center it, and then click there and type the number 16 millimeters. It's already in millimeters, so you can just leave 16 and click Enter. You'll notice these two are now black because they are constrained in size. And we want to do the same between the left and the right wall and pull that up above, nice and clear. Click in the middle and type 16. And you should have, at this point, a constrained black rectangle. Okay, we are done with this sketch, so we can close this sketch by clicking the green check mark up here. Now, since we're going to have a number of entities, it's a good idea to rename the entities. So if you have to go back, you can easily discover them. So we're going to right click on Sketch 1, click on Rename, and let's call this one our base, B-A-S-E. Okay, great, and then hit Enter. All right, so now we're going to do an extrusion of the sketch we just made. So let's go up next to Sketch and click on the Extrude button. Let's click on that. It's going to ask us what face we want to extrude. Let's click on our nice square there and extrude that. Now that's way too tall for a Lego block. A standard Lego block is 9.6 millimeters tall. So we want the depth of this to be 9.6. Type that in over here on depth. And when you are done, click on the green box there. And we are done with making the base of our block. Now, it would be a good idea right now to rename Extrude 1 to Block. So let's call that our block, that block extrusion. Great. Okay, so now we're going to do something we haven't done before, which is to do a sketch on not a plane. We're going to be doing it on the top face of the block here. So this time we're going to click on Sketch, but this time we're going to click on the top face of this block. Make sure it's the top face. Now we want to be looking straight down at that. So you want to right click on that and say view normal to sketch plane. And that'll be here. I'm going to zoom in a bit with my zoom tool. Yeah. You can hold down the control button and drag things with the right mouse button and control to help center it if you need to. Zoom in so you can work on this more quickly. Okay, so now on our top sketch, we need to draw 4 circles. We're going to do them one at a time and constrain them. So we want to use a center point circle, but this time we're not going to center it on the origin here. So somewhere kind of in the left corner here, pull out something around 5 millimeters, just somewhere around there, and let go. Now, to constrain a circle, we want to turn the dimension tool on and just click once on the edge here. I'm going to pull that number off to the side and make that 5 millimeters big, and then click enter. Now, what you'll notice, the number 5 turned black, but our circle did not turn black, meaning there are things that are not yet constrained. Before, we centered something on a spot, the origin. This is right now floating around. Its location is not constrained. So to get that circle in the correct location, we need to constrain 2 edges. Now, a standard Lego block is a 1.5 millimeters from each edge. So let's first constrain the top edge of the circle with the top edge of this block. So I'm going to click on the circle and then the top edge here. And I'm going to pull that number off to the side and then make that number 1.5. So it's 1.5 millimeters from the top. Now notice it's still not black, it's not constrained. So you want to do it also between this edge and this side. So I'm going to do the left edge of this circle with the left side of the box here. Pull this up above the box to get that number out of the way, and also make that 1.5 millimeters. And now we have a black constrained circle. So I'm going to need to do that 3 more times. So I'm going to do that quickly. You can back up if you want or slow down. I'm going to make a center point circle right around here. I'm going to constrain it to 5 millimeters. I'm going to constrain this side to 1.5 millimeters away from the top and 1.5 millimeters away from this edge. I'm going to do the same thing again, center point circle here. I'm going to turn on the dimension tool, constrain it to 5 millimeters here, 1.5 millimeters away from the bottom edge, 1.5 millimeters away from the left edge. I have 1 left here, center point circle, turn on the dimension tool, 5 millimeters big, 1.5 millimeters away from one edge, 1.5 millimeters away from the other edge. And now I have a fully constrained set of circles. So I am done with this sketch. So I'll click the green check mark. Okay. So you could see there's a sketch 1. Let's rename that circles. All right. Now, lastly, we need to extrude those circles that are on the top there. So I'm going to click on the extrude button here, and it's going to want to know what I'm extruding. I could select each of these circles separately, but since we're going to extrude the entire circle sketch, I can just click on the circle sketch right here as what I want to extrude. Now you can see those are way, way too big. A standard Lego stud is 1.7 millimeters tall. So I'm going to make that depth 1.7 and finish that extrusion. I'm going to rename that studs. Those are your Lego studs. And now you have yourself a perfect video right here of, or a perfect model of a 2x2 Lego stud. So you will need to share this with me as well as take a screenshot of this and attach it to the assignment and turn it in. I hope that helps.